Hello, my friend. Welcome to episode number 290 of Breakfast with Sergio. Today, we're going to talk about 20 Instagram post ideas to try next for those days when you don't know what to post. Well, hello, my friend. Welcome back to Breakfast with Sergio. I am super happy to be here with you. Almost 300 episodes. Thank you so much for being part of my community, for following, and more importantly, for sharing the episodes with all your friends. It's been so amazing, so exciting. Well, my friend, today I want to talk about, Instagram post ideas, actually for any social media. You can use this on Facebook, on Twitter, on LinkedIn, post ideas that you can try. For those days when you don't know what to post, you kind of are dry of ideas and like, what should I do today? So today, I'm gonna go over these 20 ideas, which is actually a post that I wrote on my blog, I think it was last year, and a lot of artists have been using it, as a cheat sheet of ideas that they have posted on the wall of their studio, so they always have inspiration for their social media, particularly their Instagram. So here we go. The first idea to try is, of course, your art. Putting a picture of your art. I think that's a no-brainer. If you're an artist, make sure you put pictures of your art. Even though it's a no-brainer, sometimes I go to Instagram pages where I don't see enough of the artist's artwork in it. There's all kinds of other stuff, but not enough of your art. So make sure that when somebody lands on your Instagram page, within 3 to 5 seconds, they can tell right away what type of art you make. So a picture of your art, that's number one. Idea number two on what to post is work in progress. You can do a post where an artwork is in the progress of being made, particularly for people who are not artists, who wonder how art is made, how long it takes. If you have a type of artwork that takes a long time to make, educating your audience through work in progress pictures is a great way to do it. And sometimes, if you want to keep the mystery, you don't have to show the whole artwork. You can just show a smaller section of a work in progress, right? That's always kind of creates anticipation of what this will look like when it's all done. Another one is a studio shot or a studio picture, or your working area. Even if you don't have a nice fancy studio, you can do a really nice shot of your working area. I actually have done really cool Instagram pictures of me working on a small artwork on this table, on my breakfast table. I just put the camera here, or I have one of my family members take me a picture while I'm working on something small here on the table. And that always works also really, really nice. So a studio photo can go a long way. Another one is a detailed shot. Take or share a detail of a work of art. And that works really good if you do it as a carousel. So you have a work of art that maybe you just finished. Take a post in which you do a carousel where you show different details or parts of that image, and then at the end show the actual artwork, or vice versa. Start with the actual artwork and say swipe to see details. I do that quite often, particularly in social media where you're looking at an artwork this big when it's actually this big, right? So you can bring the people up close and personal to your art, with detailed shots or detailed videos. I do it also with video. Another one that works really good is you hold the art in your hands. When you show something, particularly if it's a small work of art, if you hold it in your hands, all of a sudden, it gives kind of an intimacy to the shot. You know that the artwork is small. It's something that somebody can carry in their hands, or you can put it on a desk and then put your hands, with it. There's something about holding the artwork, if it's a small work, of course, not a bigger one, that it just has a sense of intimacy, and you can create a great post about that, make a commentary, how you're holding this artwork and so on, and kind of makes you feel closer to it, right? So that's a good one. Hold art in your hands. It always performs really well on my Instagram when I do it with small work. Another one that's also really good is you can share pictures of sketches, if you have, or preparatory works or notations, things like that, details of sketches or your sketchbook, just a picture of your sketchbook. You can do actually really cool, I've seen many of these, and I've done it myself too, where you take your sketchbook and you flip it. So do a little video of you flipping the pages of your sketchbook. That is pretty cool. That also performs really well. Just a 15-second little video. Then you can put it also on your Instagram stories and all that. So, sketchbooks are really cool. As artists, I think gives us an opportunity to share a little bit of the work that we do behind the scenes in order to make the actual artwork that people see when it's finished. Again, use your social media to educate your public and to what it takes to make the art you make. And showing pictures of your sketchbook, I think is a great idea. Number 7, again, we're looking at 20 Instagram post ideas to try next for those days when you have no idea what to post. All right, another one, number 7, which is also a good one, is sit or stand by your artwork. Particularly if the artwork is large, you cannot hold it in your hands. Stand by it, sit by it. In other words, show a person, in this case yourself as the artist, in relationship to the artwork. Not only that gives it a sense of scale, but also makes the shot quite interesting, right? When you look at an artwork that fills the entire frame of the post, well, you have no idea what size it is unless you read the caption. But when you have a person standing by it, all of a sudden, now you have, a sense of scale that we all relate to because we all understand the average size of a person. And then when that is next to the artwork, it just makes it really, really cool. Now, and if you are not, a person who likes to, be on the shot, then you can just use your back. I have done pictures where I set my phone on a timer. I put the timer, I put a chair in front of the artwork, and then I just turn around. So all you see is my back, but the focus is on the artwork. So those are also really nice shots that you can try, and they always do really, really well. Another one, number 8, is show your hands at work. That one is also really cool, performs really well. Where you show your hands, you as the artist working with your hands. And I've seen posts where artists kind of do this kind of stuff, or they show you as the hands, or things like that. It just puts you as the artist, in the moment of creation there. Now, if you're a digital artist, somebody who does art that your hands don't get dirty at all, that's okay. You can always, do a shot with you holding the digital pen or the iPad or something like that. But there's something about your hands that can speak up volumes, for the viewer. So use your hands a lot more in your posts. It's always a really good idea. Another one, number 9. Let's go really quickly. Number 9, installing a work of art. Do a post where you or somebody is installing a work of art. Could be in your studio or in a gallery, even better. Those tend to perform really well, particularly if it's a large work. Have 2 people hold it, and like if they're about to install it. I've seen really posts that do really, really super well, just with that. And I have tested with artists that I'm working and coaching with, where they post the same artwork just by itself, and then they post the same artwork with 2 people like installing it on a wall, which could be in their studio, just a clean wall. And it always outperforms, it always does much better, the picture where people are installing the art. There's something about it that people just love, and I think makes your work looks great, again, in the confinements of how it lives in the world. Number 10, planning your day. Do a post in which you're just planning your day in the studio. You're sitting down in your studio and you're taking notes, you're planning, you have your calendar, you're preparing for the day. That could be just a shot from behind you. It doesn't have to be even your face. A shot from behind you or from above. You're kind of working on your studio table, getting things done. Number 11. Post idea number 11 is before and after picture, a before and after, how you started and how you ended, right? Maybe you were working on a particular work, this is how it started, and this is how it ended, right? Before and after, and that could be a carousel shot where you can have a few number of steps before and then how it ended. Those always do really well. Carousel posts usually tend to perform well because people will be, spending more time in the post, looking at the different pictures in the carousel, and Instagram likes it when people spend more time in your post. All right, idea number 12 is do a time-lapse video. You have seen plenty of those, so I'm not going to spend too much time on that. Just do a time-lapse video of you working on your art. It shows your process. Number 13, a person looking at your art. Those always do really well. Have somebody looking at your work of art and take a picture of that. I do that every time I have a show, and those perform really well. Usually just showing the back of the person or the profile, and then looking at the artwork, and then I make a nice comment about that, and those do super good. Number 14, interior design ideas, where you take your photograph of your art and then you use one of those apps that allow you to put your art on a room. Use that, to create a sense of how this artwork may look in somebody's home. Create that desire in the viewer to say, oh wow, that looks really nice, and imagine how that work may look in their own home as well. Number 15 is expect the unexpected. Sometimes unexpected things happen in the studio, like the cat walks through your table, or your dog comes and rubs its back against the wall or against the artwork, take a shot of that. That's, I always say, don't put in your social media, in your Instagram posts, just pictures of your pets, unless they are by your art. That works well, and people love those posts, and they always perform really well. Number 16, use Throwback Thursday. Every Thursday, use the hashtags for TBT, Throwback Thursday, and post one of your favorite pictures of the past. Number 17, a picture of an older or a recent exhibition. Just, think about social media. It doesn't have to be only recent posts. You can post pictures of any time. It's all about the comments that you make. So the captions that you add. So you can do a post with an exhibition shot that happened 10 years ago, and then just put in the caption, about the show and some information and some kind of good memories about that show. So those always do really well. Allow people to see your work also within the confinement of a gallery or a museum or whatever it may be. Number 18, we're getting to the end. Number 18 is do a post with a quote. Once in a while there may be quotes that really inspire you. It's okay to put a quote as long as you don't fill your wall with just quotes. And sometimes if there's a quote that fits with your art, which I have done that too, see if the quote, kind of is, you find an artwork of yours that relates to that quote, that you can put it either as a background or put the quote underneath, or some sort of way to connect the quote, with your own artist brand. That always also is kind of fun. People like to share quotes as well in their stories and things like that. Number 19, sometimes you gotta do a sales promotion, right? If you are promoting something, you have an event of some sort. So if it's a promotional, so in other words, a promotional post, maybe a sale of something that you are promoting of your art, maybe an exhibition, any type of promotional post. Promotional posts don't do usually really, really well because people, are always kind of, I don't know, there's something about promotions that sometimes can come looking as ads, and people don't like to, engage with ads, right? So if you have a promotion, make it look as natural as possible. And then the last one, the last Instagram post idea to try next for those days when you have no idea what to post is just do a video. Just do a good old video, or use Instagram Reels, which is the newest feature on Instagram. Only 15-second, quick video. Put it as a reel in your Instagram stories, and then use the same reel to also show up in your feed. And those always perform really well, particularly right now because it's a new feature. So I hope you enjoyed this episode with 20 Instagram post ideas to try next, and they can also work in any other social media platform. Please share this episode with your friends so that others can also check that out. And again, thank you for being here in episode 290 of Breakfast with Sergio. Hope to see you very soon as we get closer to episode number 300. Have a great day. And also don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Sergio Gomez Art, where you can see how I use all these different ideas myself. Goodbye.